Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Scotty Barnes.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season, but I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Mitchell is out there with Grady Dick, and it's Barrett at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, the forwards for him, Bain and Jackson. Wells is out there with Morant, and it's Clark in at the 5. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Well, what a big-time athlete. Scotty Barnes sprinting to the cup with effectiveness.
Pass to Jackson. To the inside. Back to Clark. Lots of room. And the shot falls short this time. Mitchell with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Onside, Barrett. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. Back to Barnes. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Nice feed by the big man, Jackson Jr. I love his selfless attitude.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Raptors. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the rejection by Jackson. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks.
Yes,
Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off. Whether it's high off the glass, reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots,
Jackson finds Morant. And Jackson gets it to go.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Now, here's Mitchell. Nothing on the board. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
Those jerseys.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Edey comes in for Clark, and Smart subbed in for Wells. Here's Abaji. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And so he hits the technical free throw. Recently, the Raptors made moves, Greg, to add some Canadian-born talent to their roster.
They traded for R.J. Barrett and Kelly Olynyk, 2 guys that represent Canada in international play, and were both born in Toronto, now playing for their hometown team.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Pippen comes in for Ja Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
This
No
guy,
doubt
this
it's
guy,
been a bit
get
of a
out
struggle
of
for
here.
him
It's
here
not
in
Jackson
this
Williams,
quarter
bro. He's a
in
beast.
terms of scoring.
Here's Dick.
Oh,
Edey
what
with
is
the
going?
rebound. Memphis trailing here.
We just having a bit of defense.
Here's Smart. Banked in off the glass.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Great play. Runs straight into me, and then I get the knock.
6 seconds left to play here in the first.
Bam,
Pippen
bam.
kicks to Jackson.
Bam.
1 second left.
Bam,
And he
bam.
drops that
Or
one
bam,
in.
bam.
Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy
We got
can
the
do
assist,
so
we
much
get
for
the-
you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called.
All right,
time
first
and
quarter,
time
little
again.
something, something.
So at the end of
Y'all
one
are really
quarter to
gonna
play,
watch. Tune
still
in
a
here.
close
This is
game.
madness going on.
Memphis
Usually
out in front.
between
They lead
1 to
by
2
3.
points between us
And
two.
we'll be back in
We get
just a moment with
games
the
in,
start of
right?
the second quarter.
Right? Okay.
We get some games.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Jackson is out there with Edey. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Pippen. And it's Aldama in at the small forward position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And here are the Raptors now. Marcus Smart was in that last shot.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Home.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Pippen. Dick can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Pippen. A shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Brown. Abaji the pass to Brown. Boucher with a screen on Jackson. Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Wow, the ease with which he got up off his feet. Go ahead, Bruce Brown.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. To stop the run, it's tipped. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Abaji. Here's Mobo. No good from outside.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Dick with the steal. And here they come. Pass to Boucher. Offline with his 3. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Heaney. Mobo with the rebound. Raptors leading by 5. Abaji, the pass to Boucher. Here's Abaji. Defended by Aldama. It's stolen by Brown. Now the Raptors moving it up. And that one's good, Abaji. Abaji's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
How about the pass from Bruce Brown? This guy is the ultimate glue guy.
And at this stage of the season, Doris, it is safe to say we know who the true contenders are, right?
Kevin, I would say yes for the most part. But we have seen playing teams from either side of the bracket make a deep run. And I don't want to rule anything out. We tip it up for a reason.
Here's Edey. No scoring in this one. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Open for 3. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here is Brown. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Smart. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Pippen. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Pippen's got his first points of the night. Here's Brown. Pass to Dick. Right wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Mobo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Bain comes in for Santi Aldama. Wells, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. Here's Morant. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Morant's got 9.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Floats one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than John Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Both free throws good from Morant. 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Barrett wide open. He fires. They grab their own miss. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Raptors
Like I said, boys, always between 1 to 2 point game.
Then get you back to the action.
Chat. Make sure you put.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors and our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but Boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And the Raptors with the ball. They lead by 1. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Mitch, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Pirtle, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Barrett dishes to Barnes. Back to Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Morant for 3. Good D by Barnes. Raptors with the lead. Here's Barrett. Off on the layup.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams that are going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play. Raptors have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. Free throw drops for Dick. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Here's Dick. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Barrett for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Barrett's got 7.
Boy, R.J. Barrett has worked so hard to become a consistent three-point shooter. Go ahead, R.J., put in the work. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Mitchell wide open. Cans the shot from the wing. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
Got ourselves a
You
game,
know what?
boys.
Sometimes
Tune in.
something good can come out of a bad possession.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Morant with the bucket.
He wants to see me go off with my rants. You and tune in. First world shoes.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Mitchell. Out to Barrett. Back to Mitchell. Morant with the steal. Clark outside. Now here's Wells. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clark. Good D by Barnes.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The Raptors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And Dick, no good on that one.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training and hard work could make him into something special.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. Marcus Smart's checked in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. And it's Shed missing.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Boucher. It's rebounded by Memphis. Looking ahead to their next and playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That sets off a 5-game tour for them.
Now that's about amazing quickness. How about Marcus Smart's ability to beat everybody up the floor with that burst?
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Barnes looking around. Misses from close range. Grizzlies have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Here's Shed, defended by Pippen. Pulls up from the corner. Abaji can't get it to go.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, that's an example of the strength of Marcus Smart. He barrels into the defense in order to pick up the foul.
Oh, my God.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Abaji. To end the drive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Grizzlies out in front, up by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We got John Conchar. Pippen is out there with Smart. Then there's Edey. And it's LaRavia in at power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And here's Smart.
This is something Marcus Smart does really well. He utilizes his speed and strength to draw defenders while he's shooting.
First one falls for him, and it's a completely new group for Toronto. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Stolen by Smart. Looking to end his cold spell. That shot off. Good D by Barnes. Here's Dick. It's deflected. And Toronto turns
Let's go. Marcus Smart's about to go off.
Gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Ruff's jacked in. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Dick.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Mitchell. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the first one at the line is good. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for John Concho. And so he hits both. The Raptors shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Mitchell passes to Dick. Barnes against Morant. It's Dick on the wing. Stolen by Smart. Here's Pippen. Here's LaRavia. Barnes grabs the miss. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. For three, Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edie's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Morant missing. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Hurdle finds Dick. Out to Barrett. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Barnes. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class. A guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient,
I appreciate every
versatile,
single one of y'all
and a
tuning
two-way
in, man.
player.
This means
Pretty
everything.
impressive stuff.
Let's go.
And the second free throw, good.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Morant passes to Bain. Morant with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Bain against Barrett. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Here's Dick. That one wide left. For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 6 in the 4th quarter. A disastrous start to the period. Here's Morant. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Raptors with the lead. Takes a 3. Dick, that's good.
The defenders are going to have to keep up with this rookie Dick, an excellent shooter.
Now Morant. Shot from the top of the key. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ja Morant with the rebound. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. No good off the front iron.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Here's Barnes, rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Wells. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Barrett kicks to Pirtle. Back to Barrett. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Morant drives in. Money!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow. You see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. To the middle, here's Pirtle. Got it!
How about they look to Pirtle in a critical stretch, and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
Barrett against Morant. And Pirtle sends it back. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell passes to Barrett. The 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Clark finds Morant. Shoots over Pirtle. Morant with another miss. Morant with the steal. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg.
We appreciate y'all tuning in. I couldn't pull it off, but yeah, that is the game. Appreciate y'all.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Scotty Barnes.